What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while since we've done any work to the Lexus. Main reason is Terry wanted to go change how we were going to do the motor mounts. So he purchased some motor mounts off of a website in Australia. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it in writing over top of this part of the video. But he bought these mounts. What they do is they shift the mount so that we can use the original holes in the subframe. And the reason for that is when I originally drilled the holes to move them, to use the original UZ mounts and just move them out in the subframe, there was a pocket in the subframe, but I didn't look underneath. And you can't really get to the nut, or you can't get enough, there's not enough room to get a nut onto that side of the motor mount. So we would only be able to have one mount, or one nut on the bottom of the mount and one nut on the top. It's the main reason we really haven't driven the car either. So he ordered these a while ago. There was a lot of issues with shipping. It took forever for these stupid things to show up, but we finally got them. We painted them about 2 weeks ago. We've just been sitting on them, but we used the same paint that I painted the floor pan in the Volkswagen with. And now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the motor mounts and the original mounting brackets off the side of the engine and put these in their place. And we should be able to do that without removing the engine. We drove it around here up front so that we can use the overhead crane. And we're going to lift the motor up just enough to get the motor mounts out, slide these in. Hopefully we'll be able to knock it out pretty quick. All right, everybody, so the main difference between the original motor mount and the motor mount that we've got now, you can see that the hole is moved down. What that does is that sinks the motor mount and puts these bolts back where they were originally in the 1UZ, or in the 1JZ, or in the 2JZ, and then it'll move to make the 1UZ fit and with the correct location. So this one obviously goes to the right because they are offset. So I'm going to go ahead and mount this one in the car with that motor mount, and then I'll move on to the driver's side and replace this one. All right, guys, so we're just putting the bolts back in the hood to bolt the hood back on. Got both of the motor mounts in there. Everything seems to be secure. So we're gonna tighten this down, and then we're gonna drive the car around and put it back downstairs. And then we'll move on to the next thing, which is doing the exhaust. Once the exhaust is done, then the car should be able to drive down the road. All right, guys, so that's an update on the Lexus IS300 with a 1UZ swap. After we put those motor mounts in, the new motor mounts in there, still use the same motor mounts, just the brackets that go on the side of the block were changed. And it feels like the car is actually running better. I think we were getting too much vibration and it may have been messing with the timing. Plus we had some silicone built up on the front of the driver's side cam in the front of the head, and it looked like it had gotten some silicone on the flag on the camshaft pulley, so it may have been messing with the cam sensor. So we cleaned all the silicone off there, and it seems like the car is running better. So now the only thing that we have left to do to this to get it on the road is we need to put exhaust on it. But driving it from up here to back around back to park it, the brakes didn't really do hardly anything. So we're gonna have to replace the brakes on it before we can actually drive it on the street. But we get the exhaust on there and get brakes on it and should be able to drive it down the street. So hopefully you'll be able to tune in for that. It'd probably be a couple weeks before that and before I post that update, but I just wanted to give you a quick update on that. I'm hoping to work on the Veloster tomorrow and get a lot done on it. because the weather's supposed to be starting to get much better out around here. So I should be able to start getting more work done to the Veloster. So I don't know if I'll post a video on the Veloster tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to work on the Veloster tomorrow. So hopefully I'll have a video either tomorrow or next weekend on the Veloster. And like always, thanks for tuning in. And if this video helped you out in any way, if you're doing a 1-use e-swap, give me a like, follow, share, comment, whatever. And I'll check y'all in the next video. Thanks. Have a great one.